Hello and welcome. For today's video, I wanted to share with you the 4 months worth of Bath & Body Works products that my family and I have completely used up. If you're brand new to my channel, then it's good to have you here. My name is Melissa and I used to be a Bath & Body Works manager for about 6 years, and now I'm here on YouTube making Bath & Body Works related videos. So if that is your kind of thing, then make sure you subscribe down below and let's get started looking at all of these different empties. I feel like it's been such a long time since I've made an empties video, but I'm actually really proud of us. I also feel like I did a really good job personally on using up some tail ends of body care, so you're gonna be seeing that in a little bit. But first, let's start with the hand soaps. I think that's the biggest category. So first up, we have White Pumpkin. This one actually came from my sister, and she used this one up. She really likes this scent for the fall. Gingered White Pumpkin, Caramel Glaze, and Warm Blended Spices. And then in our kitchen upstairs, we used 2 hand soaps. We don't really wash our hands at the kitchen sink that often compared to the bathrooms, so this one was actually from late fall and we used it all through winter and just finished it up this spring. This is Toasted Butterscotch Latte, and it has notes of toasted butterscotch, whipped vanilla, and a salted caramel drizzle. And then this is probably one of my oldest packaging hand soaps I have in my collection, and now it's all done. This is Classic Kitchen Lemon. They still make this scent all the time, but this was in the deep cleansing formula, so it had kind of the little scritties in it. And this is from 2016, so it was definitely time we used this up. It has a fresh blend of zesty lemon, sparkling citrus, and Italian bergamot. My mom mainly uses hand soap upstairs bathroom and Jose downstairs, and then I kind of go back and forth between the two evenly. So around Valentine's Day, we used up this collection in the upstairs bathroom. We have Coconut Cream Pie, and then we also have the Lavender Marshmallow. Love both of these scents. So Lavender Marshmallow is lavender, vanilla, marshmallow, and warm amber. And then Coconut Cream Pie is toasted coconut flakes, caramel custard, and golden pie crust. Coconut Cream Pie is one of those ones I liked it so much in the hand soap that it makes me regret not getting it in the body care when they used to have it in body care. And then we've almost used up this entire collection in the upstairs bathroom. There's actually one on the way that's about halfway done that didn't make it for this empties but will be in the next one. During the spring of 2021, they had this Gentle Gel hand soap line that was like a brunch theme. I actually snagged all of these ones at 75% off at last semi-annual sale during the winter. So first in that collection is Vanilla Cloud, and this one was one of our winter into spring scents. It was kind of more of a cozy winter scent than anything, but it had whipped vanilla, apple blossom, and sandalwood. I surprisingly liked this one a lot, and I would repurchase this. I think most Bath & Body Works fans are very familiar with this scent now. This is Classic Strawberry Pound Cake. It has notes of fresh strawberries, golden shortcake, and whipped cream. Same with this one. I feel like most Bath & Body Works fans are familiar with Champagne Toast because it's been repackaged so many times, but this is Bubbly Champagne, Sparkling Berries, and Juicy Tangerine. And then the last one from that collection that we were able to use up in time was Cucumber Lily, and this one has notes of fresh cucumber, green tea, and lily of the valley. For not being a floral fan, I surprisingly liked this one. It was mainly heavy on the cucumber, but it was very crisp and fresh. So moving to the downstairs hand soaps, we actually used up a pink petal tea cake that matches that collection that had Coconut Cream Pie and the Lavender Marshmallow. My mom had started using this one and she just wasn't feeling it at the time, and so I gladly took this one. This is one of my favorite floral scents. I'm not a huge floral fan, and this is edging way more on the gourmand side. It has notes of pink rose petals, pound cake, and vanilla glaze. I think if it didn't have those gourmand notes, I wouldn't like it very much. We actually used another pink petal tea cake before we took on my mom's soap that she gave us, and this was actually from, I think it was about Easter time of 2019 that this collection was released, and it has the same exact notes as before, so we used that. And then also a part of that collection was the Cinnamon Sugar Donut. This is definitely a Jose scent. He loves anything with donut notes in it, and this has old-fashioned donut, crushed nutmeg, and white cinnamon. Continuing on the downstairs bathroom, we used an Endless Weekend foaming soap, and this has notes of Sunkissed Magnolia, fresh orange, and blue coconut water. We had quite a number of beachy scents this time around. This is Cabana Escape, and you know, I liked the way that this smelled in the bottle better than on my hands. On my hands, it was just so soft I almost didn't smell it at all. So not a bad thing, it just was kind of undetected. Aloe Water, Warm Summer Breeze, and Juicy Mango are the notes on that one. And then for Gentle Gel soap, we have this Raspberry Tangerine, definitely one I would repurchase. This has notes of wild raspberries, fresh tangerine, and lemon zest. And then our most recent hand soap empty was Coconut Colada, and man, when I smelled this, I didn't realize how nostalgic this would make me feel. So this is actually one of the very first hand sanitizer scents I have ever purchased at Bath & Body Works back in, I don't know, 2013, 2012, something like that. And so when I smelt it, I hadn't smelt it since then, and I was like, ah, the memories. But this has notes of creamy coconut, frozen lemon, and vanilla musk. Definitely a repurchase as well. It's a little bit on the banana-y side. Counting them all up, that means we used up 16 hand soaps this season, so pretty good. I think next let's do the home fragrance. Do you remember this packaging? I actually saved the whole collection to show you for empty. So we actually started burning this collection in January and finished it in February. So it kind of missed my winter empties, but I wanted to save it to show you all at the same time so you could see it kind of in its entirety. These were from the Christmas of 2018, and so I was working there at the time when they were selling these. And my memory's a little bit foggy. I think there might have been a couple other scents with the cozy sweaters. I'm not sure. This is the ones that we had purchased. So we started by burning the crushed candy cane first, and then we did the toffee brittle next, and then we ended with peppermint brownie. Love all three of these fragrances. I can't remember if I mentioned, but these are ones that we burned in the upstairs of the house. Here is a closer look at that packaging. What a throwback. And the notes are crushed candy canes, rich mocha, and whipped cream. Here is a closer look at toffee brittle, and this one has notes of maple cream, brown butter, and coconut sugar. I find that this is predominantly actually a coconut caramel candle. And then here's a closer look of crushed candy cane. I think this is the only scent of the three that regularly comes back each Christmas time. This has notes of crunchy peppermint and white sugar crystals. I like this candle because not only is it just like a peppermint scent like most peppermint candles smell like, but you actually get that sense of candy from the candy cane smell. I think this ended up being the candle that we burnt over the Easter holiday, and this is once again strawberry pound cake. It has notes of fresh strawberries, golden shortcake, and whipped cream. So we have the whole collection of this, but the only two that we have finished so far are the orange one, which was sugared orange and vanilla, and then the purple one, which was spring plum and blackberries. Here is a closer look at the spring plum blackberries, and this one has notes of juicy market plum, tart mixed berries, and natural vanilla bean. And then a closer look at sugared orange and vanilla. This one has notes of sugared orange slices, tangy lemon drops, and fizzy guava. I do actually get that fizzy guava in there. It has kind of a tropical tartness that most orange scents don't have because of that fizzy guava. I only really could smell them when I was close to the candle. The throw wasn't very good on them, but I do have to say that these burned for a long time, and we got so many burns out of these, so they really lasted us a good long while, so that was kind of nice. And now for the downstairs candles. For whatever reason, when spring rolled around, we slowed down on our candle usage downstairs, but I'll show you what I got. Some 2012 nostalgia. We got the 2022 version of French Baguette from semi-annual sale. This is one of Jose's all-time favorite candles. He loves bread and he loves that smell of fresh baking bread, and I agree with him. This one has slow rising dough, crispy crust, and a pat of butter. It's funny because it's like a gourmand scent without it being sweet at all. It's a little bit salty and very natural smelling of real bread. And then we used the salted pretzel milkshake. I feel like it was kind of like a C plus B minus situation where it was good, but it kind of just had like a generic chocolatey sweet smell that kind of is undescript. This one has notes of creamy vanilla ice cream, salty pretzel bits, and gooey chocolate drizzled. Yeah, I think the chocolate just kind of overpowered everything else. I would have liked a little more of the salty pretzel. I would repurchase this if this were like 75% off or some other really good clearance deal, but not one that I would prioritize. And then downstairs we used two tester candles from semi-annual sale purchase pass. This is Cucumber Melon, classic Bath & Body Works 90s scent. I feel like the body care is more fruity while the candle had a little bit more of that crisp bitter melon scent, which is really appealing to me, so I enjoyed that in the home fragrance version. And then the other single wick candle we burned downstairs was crisp apple. Normally I would save all of my apple scents for fall, but I found that this one was floral and feminine enough that it actually turned out to be a good spring scented candle. And then this is one that my sister brought me over. This is Love, which smells like cotton candy champagne. To me it smells just like strawberry yogurt, so she used that one up as well. So that tallies up to 8 3-wick candles that have been completed, and then 3 single-wick candles that have been completed this season. So I only have 3 wallflowers to show for this season. We're really working on phasing out of using them. We just haven't really been enjoying them as much anymore because we don't smell them, and we also know it's not good for pets to have wallflowers going all the time. So I don't know, we just haven't really been refilling them as actively as we used to, but I'll show you what I have. We used iced cranberry scone, which to be honest, I don't even remember what this smells like at all. I don't even remember using this at all. I think it just was in there and it smelled like nothing. thing, so that was too bad. We used up a watermelon lemonade not that long ago, and this one says enhanced fragrance, so it has that more intensive formula, which I did notice that this one performed better than my other wallflowers normally do. I did notice that fragrance lasting longer and more noticeable, so that was good. And then this is the one that I have going right now in the bathroom, and I love this fragrance, although I just put it in a couple days ago, smelt it for a while, and now I'm starting to not notice it as much, so And then my dad is the one that used up this eucalyptus mint room spray. These last so long that I never can use them up, but he's more diligent about just like completing one at a time, so he got that all finished up. Just 3 hand sanitizers this time around. I don't know, I have this problem where I've got lots of different little hand sanitizers all open at once, and I'm just trying to use them all at the same time instead of just knocking one out at a time. But here's the 3 I've got. This one lived in my dad's truck, and he used this up. This is Don't Worry, Be Happy, and it smells like spring garden. This one is from my sister, Classic Vanilla Bean Noel from Christmas time. And then this one was in me and Jose's car. This is Pumpkin Apple from fall. I don't know why, but everything's in sets of 3s this time around. So I've got 3 hand creams. This one here is the Aromatherapy Hand Cream of Happiness, which is Bergamot Mandarin. This is the one that Jose used up. In the middle, we have Fresh Sparkling Snow, which is the scent that my sister used up. And then this one here is Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin, and I used this one all the way up. This one gets its own category, the lip care category. So this is one that my mom used up. This is a lip crayon in the color Lily. They had an assortment of different colors, and each one apparently had a different flavor or scent, and I don't know what they were because they aren't even listed on here. It was just kind of something that we noticed. I think one was supposed to be cotton candy, strawberry, cherry. I don't know which one was which because they weren't openly advertised, but she really enjoyed using this lip crayon. It's just a nice sheer everyday wear, lightweight. It's pretty much like putting on lip balm, but it just has the slight amount of color. And this one specifically was very neutral, as you can see here. It's like a little bit pink, but kind of brownish neutral. All of these tinted lip crayons were really nice and moisturizing. Officially now we're entering the body care category, which is the last one. So the front's kind of messed up here because I got some orange ginger oil on it, so ignore that. But this is the shower gel that my dad used up, and this is in the fragrance Bourbon. This has notes of white pepper, dark amber, and Kentucky oak. Another throwback alert. This is from their Tutti Dolce line of 2017. This was the Tutti Dolce reprise that they had, and this fragrance is Pink Peony Cream. This is a shower gel that my sister used up, and it has notes of blushing peony blossom, pink currant, and white amber dipped in nectar. This is one of those fragrances I find is hard to place your finger on. It's feminine, but it's also creamy. It's a little bit gourmand, but it's more floral than gourmand in my opinion. I helped my mom with this one a little bit, but this was about 2/3 my mom working on it and 1/3 me. But we used up this Endless Weekend body cream, and this one has notes of summer mandarin, sun-kissed magnolia, raspberry lychee sorbet, blue coconut water, and vanilla sandalwood. As you can tell, it's a very complex fragrance, and I do really enjoy this one. It's one that I get tired of if I use it a lot at a time, but I still enjoy it nonetheless. My mom said that this is a very nostalgic smell. She can't quite place her finger on it, but it smells like something from her past, and so that's why she originally really liked wearing this scent. But she was saying that she got kind of tired of it just from using it so much, and so that's why I helped her kind of finish up that end there. Jose always does such a really good job of using up his body care, so he's always the VIP. He's very diligent and he finishes stuff up. So let me show you his body care he finished. So first of all, he used up this white citrus travel size shower gel. I used it maybe like 2 or 3 times while we were traveling, but otherwise this was all him. So I personally have been working on the full size mist of this one, and he was able to finish up this travel size of it. This is the Face and Body Mist, alcohol free. This was from the hyaluronic acid collection, the water collection that they had from 2018. So it's like a nice fresh clean scent. It's almost unfragranced, but not quite. Mainly just refreshing. Jose uses the Pillow Mist from the Aromatherapy collection as body spray and to spray his clothing because they're a little more light and refreshing as opposed to like the colognes that are a little more heavy and musky. So he used up this eucalyptus lavender from a winter collection that they had. Matching that Pillow Mist, he also used up a eucalyptus lavender in this exfoliating body wash. So this is pretty much like a body scrub, except it's more body wash than it is scrub. There's just a small amount of exfoliant on it. And at first he didn't like that texture, but the formula ended up growing on him after all. There's a body cream that he's using of this same scent that's almost on the way. It just was a little bit uneven, so it's like 2 uses away, but it didn't make it. So it'll be in next times, I'm sure. And then last of Jose's fragrances, really similar to the eucalyptus lavender, he used the Steeped Relaxation Lavender Mint Tea. This one's just a little bit more fresh, while the other one was a little more deep and herbaceous. And this was in the body wash and foam bath. I thought this would be a good one to show you as a transition into the body care that I used, because Jose helped me use this one. We used it about 50-50. This is from the aromatherapy collection. It is energy and it is orange ginger. I'm working on using up the ones that are already open and then phasing out of using these types of body scrubs, because this is actually made with walnut shell powder, and I prefer to use exfoliant that is sugar or salt so that it melts in the hot water. That way it doesn't clog my drains. This oily thing is what's trying to leak all over all of my empties in there. This is the orange ginger aromatherapy as well. This is a very old one. This is from 2017, and it's a sugar scrub, so I did like that, but it's very, very oily, so it's not a good daily use scrub or frequent use. It's more for like treatments. Because it's very, very moisturizing and kind of messy. So I did like the formula, probably not one I would repurchase though, just because it is so messy. But smells good, feels good. And then really focusing on using up those older body care items, I just used up this Coco Shea Coconut Body Lotion, and I think I actually got this one as a gratis back when I was working there. When they very first released the original Coco Shea line, this is what it used to look like before it switched to the brown bottles. But this has cocoa butter, shea butter, coconut oil, and it's just a simple toasty coconut scent that I actually ended up pairing most with Waikiki Beach Coconut. So my main goal for body care empties was to use up some travel sizes. I had way too many of them and enough that were opened and used. I just wanted to kind of knock them out, and so I did a really good job on finishing up some travel sizes. I was quite determined to get these 3 used up. This is from the original 2016 launch of the fragrance Magic in the Air, and this was actually gratis that they gave to the employees to kind of familiarize themselves with the scent. So we got a travel size body lotion, a travel size shower gel, and the fine fragrance mist as well. So finally got those all used up this winter and spring. Super oldies. I've got Fresh Basil Citrus. This is so old. This is from 2014. Finally got those used up, and I actually really enjoyed it. I found that this was a little bit on the floral side, but on my skin it kind of pulled like a dragon fruit note, so I really enjoyed that. This one I also enjoyed. This was a lot of fun to use. This is Tutti Frutti Candy from their Happy Easter collection. So far this has come back I think 3 years in a row now, and I would repurchase it if it came back next Easter. And then last but not least, 2015 edition of Waikiki Beach Coconut. I'm pretty sure this lived in my backpack during college and I used it to spritz myself, especially in the beginning of the school year when it was still kind of summery weather. So lots of good memories, not only with the scent but also the packaging, so got that used up. It's funny because when it comes to lotion, I feel like that's the form I use up the fastest, but that was actually the smallest body care category that we used up this time, not including the hand cream. So there were 3 hand creams, but then for travel size and full size body lotions and creams, there were only 4. 7 shower gels and body washes, and then we used 6 body mists and 2 exfoliating scrubs. So I feel like we did a really good job on body care this time around. And there you have it. Those are all of the products from Bath & Body Works that my family and I have used up for the spring season. I hope you enjoyed seeing some throwback products, and I hope it inspired you to work on your project use-it-ups as well. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I will see you next week. Bye.